Hey, welcome back. It's late, but I wanted to get a reading out for you. I needed to get some things. Also, I feel like I don't know. I'm feeling kind of emotional is not the word. I had a couple cards that flew out when I was shuffling earlier, and I wanted to shuffle again for you guys. Emotional is not necessarily the right word. It's more like heavy, but not heavy as in negative, just full. So maybe that is emotional. Feeling emotional. I feel love, joy, fear, hesitancy, and as always, it seems like anticipatory anxiety of a sort. It feels like big things are happening, and so much so that it's weighing, because it's big stuff. And whether it's inside, internal, or for the self, or if it's with people and or like work things, external, it feels big. Maybe somebody is expecting a big change or a big result, which will lead to a big change, a decision perhaps. Maybe there was a question asked and now you're waiting for the answer. And I heard application. I'm not sure, but we're going to ask the guides, God's universe, my guides, our guides, powers that be. Thank you so much for everything that you give and provide. Can you please provide an oracle card that will help to guide? That's way too many. The reading that we are about to do, it's a general tarot reading. Oh yeah, and for my people watching, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please drop a like and or comment. Don't forget to comment. Like, this is a community. We need to communicate. That's too many. 1 to 2 cards at most, please. God's universe, my guys. Thank you. And let me know if you don't like the oracle. I mean, I can change it up. Oh, hello. That's way too many. All right. It keeps doing 3, so we're going with 3. I will not read every word. I think that's part of the request here, what I'm hearing anyway in my mind. So we have Sacred Convergence, Legacy of Light, and the Blood Dance. I have no idea. I don't think I've seen any of these cards pop out before, so let's see what they're talking about. Let's do some general. We got 28, 53, and 42 in case those numbers are significant to you. 28 is kind of significant to me, personally. Sacred Convergence. What did I say? A community coming together. Is that not what I said? All right. I'll read you the first couple lines and then we'll get into the oracle guidance itself. There is a coming together happening within your body and soul, a unification of all that is within you. This is akin to traveling to a strange land as all sorts of new sensations, not all welcome at first, begin to make themselves known to you. If you're experiencing discomfort within your own body or uncertainty and a sense of expansion to include more of life in your thoughts and feelings, then you are conscious of this sacred convergence. This oracle holds a message for you. A deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety, or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry. You're a unique plant in the divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day and the growth happens naturally. Then you can see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. It will be a revelation to be relished. Well, that didn't hit the nose on the head of what I was saying about the feelings. All the feelings. 53. And I do actually feel like I got that card before for those that have been watching. It sounded familiar. I love the artwork. Legacy of light. You are called to bear light to carry forward the legacy of a spiritual lineage of wisdom and deep service to the earth. This came out in a reading last night. I didn't do a reading for YouTube last night, but it did come out in a reading. You are a part of the spiritual lineage, a belonging that extends through generations past and generations yet to come. Honor the importance of your task and realize that you are a light bearer, that you carry a legacy of consciousness and embodiment of light upon this earth to share for the betterment of future generations. May the ancestors of your lineage bless you with unconditional love and devotion as you carry the light forward now. Blessed be. This oracle says to you that you have connected more powerfully with a source of spiritual guidance and instruction that is helping you fully activate your divine life mission and purpose. It is confirmation that however you are choosing to live your life is in service to the light, whether it be obviously so to others or not, and that your personal growth and spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. This oracle also brings confirmation, if needed, that relationship issues that are arising for you now are not only about your own personal healing, but about healing the emotional legacy of your ancestral lines. To do this, you may wish to journal, dance, or meditate, or dedicate a yoga practice to the healing of your ancestral inheritance, and ask that your own relationships be assisted through the karmic grace of your ancestors to step into more consciousness of love now. Sorry about messed that all up. And then we have the blood dance. Now, this one I do not know. Oh, wait. If I can get the page. The heart craves life and blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with the human beings in relationship with each other and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close, it is as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you're experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is a temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connections shall return with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you have been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. Whew, so I feel like looking at these, I feel like someone's being called back into a spiritual practice. And perhaps you're feeling this transformation and you're trying to reconcile what's going on in maybe society and or where you are when it comes to the alignment and or lack thereof, because maybe you don't need to be aligned with societal standards. In fact, I would say that maybe you are feeling majorly that you need to break away from such things. This is definitely about being on a spiritual path. This is the overarching guidance. And we're going to make this a quick read tonight, actually. Because, one, I'm tired. And two, I don't feel like it's going to be that complicated. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. But I'm going to use my lovey-dovey cards again. My, the Arcanum Tarot. I'll show you the box. I feel like this will help. If this is about... Well, I mean, this is definitely about one's own personal journey, whatever you're going through, which I feel like is a transformative experience. I don't know what card that was. And the sun flew out. Yeah. Taking up space in your spirituality as well, because, I mean, this is confirmation that you're doing this from what I call heart-centered. For the greater good, and you're connecting with your guides and your ancestors, even if you're not aware of it. You're being supported in that sense. And I did say that this is a community, and I need you guys to comment because I feel like this needs to be talked about. We don't need to not talk about it. We need to talk about it more. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that on this channel if you don't want to, if you're not comfortable. I get it. But if you want to, that's what we're here for. So let's see. Whatever messages we're allowed to know, whoever needs this message, please let them come out. 5 of Swords. So you could feel conflicted about this right now. And it also could be, so 5s are change. In my book, 5s are change, okay? Because this is action moving forward. This is a small battle that was already fought, and this is picking up the swords. Kind of as a victor, or feeling as if they're a victor, and leaving some other swords behind. But there's some potential conflict, and swords being of mind, of thought, I would say internal, and or we have the Page of Wands. This is feeling hopeful, walking forward. I'm just going to take this one, and then 3 of Pentacles. This could be about a work situation. Again, someone who's maybe wanting to start a spiritual practice and or move in a more spiritual way in their career and life as a whole. The Hermit. Definitely someone who's been doing a lot of introspection on this subject matter. Going within is going to help you. I mean, the cool thing about the Hermit is like there's air, there's water. The water is really just because, I mean, it's a lot of clouds and stuff. But you've got the Star, which is very Aquarius. And then the Hermit is going typically up the mountain, up a path, which is air, and then holding the wand. But this diamond, it's usually representative of taking the star out from center and putting it forward. So again, walking from heart center, letting that guide you along the way. I think you are being called to do that. The Hermit then comes back down and does the things, moves on. It goes into the next phase of the Major Arcana. This is all a journey. Remember, you know, we're not actually linear on this path. But the transformation, the hope in this about working together, allowing spirit even to guide you. So this can be a real tower moment for you. I want to see what other card comes out after this for sure, but you could be causing a tower moment for those in your life. This could be a tower moment for you because of this transformation. The Hermit is definitely seeking, but without need of seeking. This isn't like a Page of Swords. The Hermit is above that. The Hermit goes where it needs to go in order to learn the things it needs to learn, in order to take the knowledge and then apply it. And the Hermit's going to do that no matter what. You could also be dealing with Virgo, but I'm going to do it no matter what. And this could be a tower. Yeah, definitely. Knight of Cups. Definitely is, and this is, you're trying to find your fulfillment. I think that you found it, and that's the tower. And maybe this is even an aha moment of like, oh, this is how I need to walk forward in my life from heart center. Because that is the way. You know, it sounds cliche, like love is the way, but it actually is. Love of self, love for others, you're doing things. It doesn't mean people don't get hurt. I preach almost, I hate using that word, but I do. I seem to like, can't help it. It just comes out every time. You know, pain is a part of life. Highs and lows. You're not without them. So long as you continue to move from heart center, however, what is your heart center, your fulfillment, for the good of one, to the ill of none. It's not about being malicious. It's not about doing something regardless of who it hurts. No, it's about this is fulfilling for me, and this is without malicious intent. So I'm going to walk towards that. My North Star, I'm going to do that. And when you do that, yes, people do get hurt, can get hurt, but also you can help to heal. You can help to be this guiding light, this legacy of light. Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. This, I think, is what you found in all the options, or are finding, or will find, and or someone is coming along your path to help you to narrow down and figure out what it is. Could be a change maker. You could be the change maker. I do feel like this is perhaps an... Well, I wasn't going to say that, but I'm saying it now. King of Pentacles. Perhaps an offer from someone that you didn't expect the offer. Perhaps someone that you thought was a Knight of Cups and is actually a king. A very reliable. There's Seven of Swords here. And this is leaving in the middle of the night kind of action. Not sure why you feel like, I'm saying you, whoever you're dealing with and or you, not sure feeling why you have to do this, but it might be that kind of situation. That might be the Tower. The moment that you have that aha, this is, sorry, excuse the language, but oh shit, this is what I have to do. And you pick up the swords and you're like, yeah, I'm out, leaving behind what I can't carry. And in this, I said this, I think, in another reading, but this is like a Page of Swords in a sense to me that's going a little bit more beyond the Page of Swords. But it's a 7. But I'm saying that because they're carrying 4 of Swords, which is the peace and the healing that comes, that's necessary after the 3. After you feel like you've had your heart broken, even though it's swords and it's really in your mind. And then letting this one sword lead you on your path. And you're picking up what you can carry and you're leaving the rest behind. And for whatever reason, I've never said in the middle of the night before, but I feel like for somebody that may be what you feel like you need to do, or maybe that is when it hits you is in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, yeah, I gotta go. Okay, I gotta show. I didn't want to, but I gotta do. Does the 4 of Swords come out? It did. The High Priestess. This is definitely an inner knowing and intuition. You're trusting yourself at this point. This is your fulfillment, which is then fulfilling for those that you love and care about. Yeah? The 10 of Cups is all about everything that you've dreamed of from a heart center, from love. There. It's there. It's your highest self that's guiding you. You're guiding. I don't know why I slowed down like that, but it's guiding you. You have to do this, whatever this is. I do feel like this is spiritual in nature and or your spiritual calling. Like this is beyond the 3D. Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to make this into a love reading, but here we are. This could be about soulmate connection. It could be about leaving behind. Again, I said societal standards earlier. This may not be something that is necessarily accepted across the board, but you're doing it anyway. It is a perfect mix. It is an alchemy unlike any other. Look at these cards together. It's soul level. It could be the balance of self, but I feel like this is perhaps maybe even a spiritual connection with someone that you would go into a spiritual practice with. Timing. Timing is everything. There's been a lot of patience here waiting for these pentacles to grow. Well, maybe, because the 7 of Swords. And then you have the Star, your wish fulfillment again. Because the 10 of Cups is the wish is coming true. That's your 10. This is the major arcana of how you get there. Look at that. Lovers, Temperance, 7 of Pentacles, the Star. Truth. It's your truth. And those are 2 eagles. Yeah? 2. It's your truth. And it's not easy for everybody to understand. I think that's the part, that's the conflict. And yet you move forward in hope. You move forward in a passionate way, even ready to go into that, the Page of Wands into the Page of Knight. Working together, working on the self, perhaps even that is how it's this internal, internal work. Again, I mean, this aha moment. It feels like the Tower is an aha moment because it just moves everything forward. Like, it's almost like you're seeing the Wheel of Fortune here in action. And yeah, this is definitely a major connection. The guides, the energy is telling you. Just confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. I heard feeding each other's soul. Feeding each other's soul. And then you have 10 of Pentacles. We're going to end it there. Yeah. If you were worried about what would the world think, union, I'm telling you, it's divine. If you were worried about what would the world think, don't. The world is not going to make or break you in this. It is actually this relationship that is going to make things happen. It's full fulfillment. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So these things have to happen. This perfect alchemy, this perfect mix, this patience that has been had for these pentacles, this mix, the star. This is the truth. This is the way, I heard. This is the way. I do feel like this is strongly spiritually based. I do feel like this is a matter of embracing. It's about the spirituality. It's not like it's family legacy that you are stepping out of, but it's family legacy of a whole nother spiritual path. So for those who maybe know that they come from a long line of, let's say, high priestesses. Yeah. Well, that line is talking to you and guiding you, and they're saying, don't worry about societal standards. That's what I heard. Don't worry about societal standards. You don't need to worry about that. You are protected in this. This is something that you heard. This is something you have to do. This is how you heal. I don't know if that's the self or others. I feel like this is a lot to do with others, healing others. And being in alignment to do so. You know, I'm going to say something really funny, and it's kind of like, like it's no shade, but kind of also it's a little stereotypical, and I know I shouldn't go there, but like if you think about counselors, like psychologists and stuff, I happen to know several. Now that's not all of them, so maybe others would disagree, but you have to go through a lot of crap in order to be a very, or I should say, if you're an empathetic counselor, you have to go through a lot of crap to be able to do that. To really, truly understand on a level of, you know, of what your clients are going through. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, but when you do that, that means that you had to have done and or experienced some things that may not be so great according to societal standards. Whether it was something done to you or you did, you know, I mean, like, it's life. Life is not this linear flat line of, like, all good or all bad. No, there's so many waves in there. The ups and downs, and not a single one of us on this planet are walking perfectly. So worry less about the societal standards and more about what it is that is truly fulfilling. Lord, I can talk. I can. I swear I can. And walking from that. Not a place of maliciousness. Remember that. That's the difference. This is not about greed. This is not about, you know, just taking whatever you want. It's not about that because those are not like pure intentions, right? This is about walking from heart center and in a spiritual way. A very spiritual path is taking place here. And then coming in union in this spiritual path. Walking in this spiritual path with someone, and or the spiritual path has led you to this person, or vice versa, it led them to you. You have to be open to receiving. That's a strong message. Be open to receiving, and you will. But this is already in action. I don't know. Yeah, there's an ending here. An ending. It's an ending of an old way of thinking is what I believe. And that's your victory. Break away. Break away. And wish fulfillment. I don't think we need to confirm anything else. Actually, I'm going to leave it at that. How you like them apples? 25 minutes. And I got on a soapbox still again. And some of you are like, yes, and you won't get off. But I can't help it. I think somebody needs to hear it. So I'm just going to say it. For the person who is wondering about work specific, because there are these pentacles here, work, you know, 3 of Pentacles, the Page, the King. Your true fulfillment, your true happiness, it needs to align with your spirituality. That's your love. That's your heart. That's your fulfillment. That's what makes you confident, even. That's your truth. Walk in that. Walk in it. Talk in it. Move in it. Dance in it. I think this tower might actually be for you personally at the soul level. It really is an aha moment, I feel like. And it's coming. You know what? Okay, timing card. That's what we should... what's the timing card here? It's coming. Because you have Temperance with 7 of Pentacles. What's the timing card here? Ooh. December, January, February. What are we looking at? What's the timing card here? Well, that's a lot. Timing card. Five of Swords. I mean, why did I hear now? 5 and 5. 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Someone is in the middle of the aha moment. Picking the swords up. What's the timing here? I feel like this is something you're in the middle of right now. Yeah, there's the Page of Pentacles, Earth, and then Strength, Earth and Fire. So, I mean, like, Strength is a Leo card, so for some, it could be something that you're transitioning to until the next summer. I mean, we're in Sag right now, which is very fire. Page of Pentacles is also it's Earth, so it could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Capricorn season is end of December, beginning of January. The Tower... I do not remember what it's for, actually. I'm going to say this has something to do with Aquarius, and that's February. I only say that because of the lightning. For whatever reason, air, storms, that reminds me of Aquarius. Any specific timing? It could be by February, but I hear this is happening now. This aha moment, this journey. Yeah, I think it's happening now. Okay. Well, that's all I got. I hope you have a good night.